Up, everybody? This is Junius Bennett coming to you live from another truck stop in Birmingham, Alabama. I'm always dealing with drivers. I'm always talking to them about Bitcoin. And today's message, ladies and gentlemen, is talking about failure versus success. And the reason why I posted the other day, failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of success. It's because it's true. If you ever owned a business before, whether you're an owner operator, whether you have what kind of business, tax business, retail business, whatever, there's always going to be failure in the face of success. And it's sort of like a barometer to your business growing, to your business expanding. And if you're not failing, you're really not growing. You're not succeeding, okay? So a lot of people who are, employees, job employee, wage earners, they look at failure a different way from a business perspective, okay? Now, business owners, we look at failure as a barometer of success. Now, I want to talk about one of the greatest companies that has failed in the last 20 years, and that's called Apple. Okay, now Apple in the 70s was created by Steve Jobs, one of the greatest innovators I've ever seen in business. He stayed abreast of the trends. His company failed after going public. It was a big success, then it went public. Then he lost a lot of control when it comes to owning his business and controlling his business, because a lot of the shareholders that bought his stock really took power of the company, and they were able to vote him out. Now, can you imagine they firing you from your own business, your own dream, because of a stock ownership? That had to be horrible. So he left and started a animation business called Pixar. All right, now Pixar is known for making a lot of hits, and we're gonna talk about that. That's owned by Disney. All right, and so what happened with Steve Jobs and Apple? What did they do when they had all that failure? They brought him back. They brought Steve Jobs back and said, "Hey, look, man, you know what? You're the best, and we're gonna bring you back." All right, we brought him back, and guess what he did? He created the biggest splash in business, that iPhone. The iPhone is a global phone now, multi-billion-dollar company. You got the iMacs, all of the products with iPhones. You got the laptops, the iMacs, the whole ecosystem of Apple now is huge. Now is a brand. It's like a luxury car now. All right, now, next thing we're going to talk about is Netflix. Netflix started out selling DVDs, moving DVDs through the mail. All right, it was $10 a month, and they unlimited DVDs. It was cool. And then they stopped and said, we're going to make it $16 a month. We're going to use a different service. They start losing subscribers, okay? Did Netflix quit? No. They came out with an original TV show called House of Cards. Turned the company around. Now the stock is worth $300 a share. So you got Apple. You got Netflix. All right, let's talk about Marvel. Marvel was one of the best companies out with Spider-Man and all that good stuff. And so what happened with Marvel? Marvel had to produce new shows, had to focus on movies. So they came out with Iron Man. They came out with Black Panther. They came out with a lot of different new Spider-Man, new videos, new movies, and they turned Marvel around. Now let's talk about Nintendo. Nintendo had a lot of failure when Nintendo was faced with Sony PlayStation, and when they was faced with Xbox from Microsoft. They went down. What did they do? They recreated themselves. They came out with the DS, the DS Lite. Then they came out with the Nintendo Wii. Now think about that for a second. You could have a big business and it could be booming, but it's not always going to be booming. Somebody's going to challenge you in business. You don't look at that as failure. You look at that as opportunity to really capitalize on what your vision is. And if you're a visionary, you should look at Bitcoin the same way. You can look at Bitcoin and say, oh, it's a failure because it went from 20,000 down to 6,000. But where is it at right now? It's right now underneath $10,000 a coin. A lot of people don't really understand business. You got to go through failure to appreciate success. I was homeless at one time. Did I want to look bad at myself because I compared myself to my friends, my peers, what they are in life? They married, they got homes and all that good stuff. If I looked at my life as a failure and I couldn't come back, where would I be? All right? When I know that there's someone up above that said I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Now, this video, I hope this helped you when it comes to making a decision about failure. Failure is a part of success. You need to welcome it and look at it as an opportunity. If Disney and Apple and Netflix and all these other big name companies that are already successful had failure, look at Samsung. They came out with a Note phone that started catching a fire. What did they do? They came out with a new device. It's called the Note 8. I want you guys to really get this. Failure is a part of success. Embrace it. Look at it as an opportunity to create bigger things, and I hope this helped you. Stay tuned to my next videos. If you like this video, like it, comment it, share it. Do what you need to do to help somebody else. And you have a great weekend. Log on to my website, bitcoin247.com. Learn about Bitcoin. Learn about how we do it, all right? We're not going to teach you buy and hold and pray, all right? So stay tuned to my next videos. I hope this helped you. Have a great day.